for coming over to my YouTube channel. I just wanted to let you know I'm appreciative, and I thank God for the likes, the views, and the people that's sharing it. I thank you for that. Remember to go on over to I Am Ava Cherie on Facebook, as well as my Instagram, Ava Cherie. Today's food for your soul quote comes from the quote I made a couple of days ago. Never yield to people who never stop for you. That dropped in my spirit because a lot of times we get stretched and pulled every which way. We get stretched and pulled on assignment. We get stretched and pulled at work. We get stretched and pulled in our families and our immediate circles. And what happens is we get lost. We get lost in the sauce. No one ever stops. And the reason it was so specific to us yielding, because we could be on the move and we can be hustling and bustling, handling our own deadlines, handling our own projects, handling our own business in general, just doing you. And we yield to everything, servers and helpers and people that are givers. We yield to everything and everyone and every situation, even if there's a drop in a bucket that we can place in there as in regards to help. We yield. But when we yield, it's like stopping a locomotion. It's like stopping a train dead on the track, because there's so much that we carry. It's so much baggage, and we're carriers. It's so much stuff that we're carrying, that we're dumping at every site, that we're carrying when people get on board with us. It's so many things that we carry because we tend to not be able to turn a blind eye as quickly or as swiftly as some people do. So we tend to yield quicker than someone wants to stop and ask, do we need help? And then all they do is catch you on a rebound, and they'll never stop. They just assume everything's okay. They assume every time they come to you is a revolving door, that you're always going to be there for their need, for their urgency, for their emergency. But they never even stop to just check on the person that they're draining and they're reaching for and they're gaining things from, and they're using their insight, whatever piece of you that you give out to people. And they just never stop to say, wait a minute, this person needs to be added into, this person needs to be poured into, this person that might need to just go out, have a drink, this person might need to go out and watch a movie, this person just needs me to not text and just pick up the phone and say, I love you, how are you? Sometimes it doesn't take a lot for you to go down your memory to see the things that they've done for you in regards to those categories. If you can go down the list of how many times they've done it for you, not to keep tallies or tit for tat, but if you know for sure the last time that the last few times they called you, and the last few times you didn't return a call, you just sent out a half-ass text, or whatever the case may be. So many times have lapsed in between. So many opportunities have lapsed in between. Then check yourself. You really don't have to have people check us. We really have a thing called a consciousness, a Holy Spirit, a thing that nudges at us to let us know when we need to yield, a thing to let us know when we're wrong, a thing that lets us know that we need to slow down a little bit and pay attention to the things we need to pay attention to. But a lot of times when we yield, it's like a magnet for people that's been waiting in line to catch our attention, to utilize our skills, to utilize our talents, to utilize our services. And we yield to people that wouldn't even stop for us. When they get what they need from you, they keep it moving. When they get what they need to keep it moving, they keep on going. They don't even stop and look your way. And what it is for people on the flip side of that is we really, really enjoy being able to release things. Because once we release it and plan it, because of how you nurture and because of how you give, you expect the next time. I don't need you to check on me every day, every week, but the next time you expect some things to be growing. You expect some things to be manifesting. You expect some things to be fruitful from the seed that you've sown. So that's when you're serious on being a servant, serious on being a giver, serious in loving the fact of the selfless living it takes to require to be that kind of helper. And don't take that for granted when you have that type of person in your life, or those sets of people in your life, because they're angels. They're far and few, and you have to recognize when they're in your midst. If you don't stop for them, but you see them yielding for everybody, and they're not busy bees, they're not messy, they just going about their way, and God has that spirit on them where they have to yield, they have to say skirt, they have to stop, because it's literally the power of a locomotive slowing down, putting on its brakes. Everything crashes to the front, and that person will dissect, pull it apart, tear it down, and they will go in hard from the ground up to rebuild all of what's just been pushed on them and injected on them. And a lot of times those people, we have a hard time saying, not just saying no, but we have a hard time saying it's too much. We have a hard time until it's too late realizing we're overwhelmed, because those yields, like I said, like a locomotion stopping on a sudden on a dime, it brings everything to the forefront, and we have a hard time saying it's hard to sort. And a lot of the things that we're trying to sort through is even more harder because of the simple fact you yielded to the wrong things that people could have figured out on their own. You yielded to the things that they absolutely did not need your help on. Again, you yielded to people that you're sowing a seed into bad ground. You're sowing a seed in your time into something that has weeds that they don't even intend on changing. They just want to be heard, and they just wanted to hear the things that they wanted to hear. And they're going to continue to do the things that they wanted to do, although they asked you to yield. And when they get done with you and they've dumped, they don't stop for you. So that quote is very valid. It is current. It is today. When I said never on the quote, because never is at a full capacity of positivity, when you have gotten to your max of yielding for everybody and you are overwhelmed and you're lacking production and you're lacking luster in your own life and your momentum has slowed down because of all the baggage and burdens you've carried on. So I say never in a strong context of knowing where you're at. Never yield to people who never stop for you, because I'm saying it in the context of past tense, past, present tense. You already know the people that ain't stopping for you because you've been serving them nonstop. You've been yielding and serving them over and over and over again. And when you lack your luster and your zeal and your zest for your own projects, you look around and the people that you've yielded for, they haven't even came back around to pit stop with you, to even check in with you, to even see if you needed a crumb, to even see if you needed a ride, to even see if you did a wellness and health check on you. They've done nothing until the next time they catch you at a point where you just getting a breather and you yielding, and they be like, yo, can I do? And here it is, they know you're going full throttle. But the minute you yield and go full throttle, you're tearing yourself apart. You're pushing, stopping suddenly, and then full throttle into all of this what somebody just brought you. So reassess what you're yielding to, and realize to not continuing yielding to people that never stop for you. And if it's a never yield for people that don't stop for you, you already know that you're far beyond a yield. And they've been green lighting you. They've actually just been running through and exhausting you, running through and running out your fumes, running through and know that you're going to be always accessible. They're just running through you. So never yield to people who never stop to you. It's part of the past now. I'm trying to get you projected in the future. Quit it. Stop it. Because it never helps us. We don't want to implode. We don't want to get to the place where we are a nervous wreck, our bodies are breaking down, and we implode. We want to be able to ground ourselves and know when enough is enough, and that I cannot or no longer yield to people who never stop for me. I hope that blesses you. Hope you understood it. Leave a comment. Like it, share it, subscribe it. Go over to my Facebook. Go over to my Instagram. I love you. God's peace and God's love to you all. Until next time, Ava Cherie.